Paros is a Greek island in the central Aegean Sea. One of the Cyclades island group, it lies to the west of Naxos, from which it is separated by a channel about 8 kilometers wide. It lies approximately 150 kilometers southeast of Paros. Its nearest neighbor is the municipality of Antiparos, which lies to its southwest. It is easy to travel to Paros either by ferry or by plane. Ferries depart from the Piraeus port in Athens, or during the summer, from the Rafina port too. We suggest you to take the ferry from the Paros port, because it's cheaper than plane. The ticket prices range between 20 and 122 euros, depending on whether you travel with a high-speed or conventional ferry. Parikia is the capital and largest town on the island of Paros. This little town is the commercial and cultural center of Paros, as well as the main harbor of the island. It is built amphitheatrically around the port and flaunts typical Cycladic architecture. At the entrance of the port, a superb whitewashed windmill, the trademark of Paros, welcomes visitors. The bus station and taxi station are also located nearby the port. Numerous restaurants, taverns, cafes, bars and nightclubs are lining the promenade, which is closed to cars during the evening. A few-minute walk from the port will take you to the heart of the traditional Cycladic settlement of Parikia, which is clustered around the hill of the 13th century castle. Many churches surround the area of Castro, including the beautiful Byzantine church of Panagia Ekatontopiliani, which is considered as one of the most important Byzantine monuments in Greece. Legend tells us that Constantine's mother, Saint Helen, while on her way to Jerusalem to find the true cross, was waylaid here on Paros due to a severe sea storm. She took refuge in the small shrine of the Virgin Mary. Today it is known as the Chapel of Saint Nicholas. She made an oblation, promising to build a great church if she was successful in her quest. Saint Helen did find a piece of the cross but died before fulfilling her Parian promise. Her son Constantine took up her pledge and fulfilled it utilizing the greatest masters and architects of his day. Naoussa in Paros is a beautiful picturesque fishing village located in a huge bay in the northern part of the island, 10 kilometers east of Parikia. It is considered one of the prettiest villages in the Cyclades. Despite the tourism development, this lovely village has managed to keep its authenticity, traditional character and charm, with its whitewashed and flowered little houses and its tiny churches and chapels, surrounded by labyrinth-like narrow, stone-paved streets. The lovely village of Naoussa is built around a tiny picturesque port where little colorful fishing boats moor. The remains of a Venetian castle can still be seen, creating a unique and enchanting atmosphere. Little taverns line up the promenade, adding a traditional charm to the friendly ambience. village hosts several lively bars and nightclubs that stay open until dawn. As one of the liveliest places on the island, Naoussa offers a wide variety of restaurants too. When you visit the village, make sure to have lunch or dinner and enjoy freshly made delicacies. In addition, the village has many beautiful churches to visit, such as the Church of the Assumption of the Virgin, which is located on the highest spot of the village, or the Church of Agios Nikolaos, which houses an impressive Byzantine museum. A characteristic point of Naoussa is the stone bridge, which is worth crossing and taking your photos. Every year, on August 23rd, 9 days after the Assumption of the Virgin, a great festivity is celebrated. A reenactment of pirate raids is performed by the young people of the village and fireworks are thrown while dancing. Eating and drinking go on until the morning. Lefkes in Paros is one of the loveliest villages of the Cyclades. Situated in the central part of Paros, it lies 11 kilometers southeast of Parikia. The village has around 500 inhabitants and is built at an altitude of 300 meters above sea level, on a verdant hill covered with olive trees and pine trees. Its location offers a breathtaking view of the neighboring island of Naxos. The charming settlement used to be the capital of Paros during the Middle Ages and is full of little traditional whitewashed houses, presenting Venetian architecture vestiges. It also hosts enchanting churches dating from the 15th century, whitewashed windmills, and beautiful dovecots. The loveliness of Lefkes is still untouched by mass tourism, which helps it maintain its authenticity. The Church of Agia Triada is the village's main church. It is a beautiful Byzantine church made of fine white marble, glimmering under the sun. Rare and valuable Byzantine icons are housed in this church too. In Lefkes also lie the Folklore Art Museum, which exhibits various local tools and clothing, and the Museum of Aegean Folk Culture. From this marvelous village, the Byzantine Road, a paved footpath dating from the Byzantine period, leads to the village of Prodromos and ends up at the sea. Guests can find restaurants across Lefkes, mainly serving traditional dishes. Some accommodations are available in the village too, ranging from simple, neat rooms to villas with swimming pools. Last but not least, in the late summer, the local cultural society organizes the Caravola Festival, the biggest feast that takes place in the village. Parian delicacies and abundant wine are offered, with dance and fun lasting until the early morning hours. Before our next stop, we recommend you to stay at the Margaritas Countryside Studios accommodation, which is very close to the airport and the main port of Paros. The accommodation offers very good value for money rooms, with very kind staff and a fantastic view of Antiparos. Located next to Paros Island, Antiparos is one of those Greek islands that have managed to stay off the radar. You can travel to the lovely island of Antiparos via a small passenger boat from Parikia port or by small ferry from Punda port. Tickets cost around 1.5 euros per passenger and 7.5 euros per car and can be booked only on the spot. The trip lasts about 10 minutes from Punda. Ferries from Punda transfer both passengers and private vehicles. Things to do in Antiparos are limited as the island is very small and keeps a lower profile compared to the cosmopolitan style of neighboring Paros. Apart from swimming and hiking to close beaches, there are few things to do. Although Paros offers a cosmopolitan holiday and a vivid nightlife, Antiparos is actually the opposite, with quiet beaches and calm evenings. Sights are few on the island and is actually restricted to the cave of Antiparos with the nice stalactites and stalagmites. The oldest stalagmite in the cave is located at the entrance and is estimated to be around 45 million years old. This is also believed to be the oldest stalagmite in Europe. There are totally 411 steps that lead to the heart of the cave, which is around 100 meters deep. The stalagmites and stalactites are a breathtaking spectacle and form unique and stunning shapes in all sizes. At the entrance of the cave, there is the White Chapel of Agios Ioannis Spiliotis, built in the 18th century. Swimming in nice beaches and soaking the summer sun are pretty much the main things to do in Antiparos. Nice beaches are found all around the island, even a few meters from the fishing port of the town. In the center of the island's capital, you can find also the Venetian castle of Antiparos, where the Venetians built a castle to protect the residents of this town in 1440. Paros has some of the most beautiful and popular beaches in Greece. Let's explore some of the best beaches, as you can see on the map. Santa Maria, a long coastline divided into two soft golden sand beaches, both offering a beautiful view of the island of Naxos. Columbithers with the impressive huge blocks of granite boarding it, sculpted into strange smooth shapes by the sea and the wind over the centuries. Many consider it one of the most beautiful beaches in Greece. Monastiri is a very shallow sandy beach. If you look up to your right, you can see the monastery of Agios Ioannis Dedis, to which the beach owns its name. Golden Beach, or else Chrysi Akti, as it is called in Greek, is a long golden sandy bay extending for 700 meters, famous among windsurfers for its ideal wind conditions. Panda in Paros, with its famous beach bar and pool. It should not be confused with the other Panda Bay, the island's biggest water sport hub, offering opportunities for kitesurfing. Molos in Paros is a sandy beach that is situated a few meters away from the main asphalted road. It is always calm and almost deserted, even during the peak season. Piso Aliki is located just few hundred meters from the main pavement of the village. There are trees on the beach that provide natural shade. The terrain of Piso Aliki Beach consists of sand and pebbles. The island of Paros deserves the title as one of the best islands in Greece. There are still other places worth visiting on the island, such as Abelas, Drios, Piso Levadi, and Marpissa. As there are also other beaches, such as Lalandonis, Caballeros, Levadia, and Faraga. All the villages offer unique architecture due to the whitewashed houses, narrow streets, flowered balconies, and picturesque churches. The most famous beaches of the island are also ideal for all families. Paros, a destination that you should set as a travel goal to experience the magic of the Cyclades of Greece.